Ant-Man 4, Quantum Anomalies, Family Normalcy. Scott Lang narrates his memoirs again, enjoying life in San Francisco with Cassie, Hope, and Hank. Scott has become somewhat of a public hero, but is trying to live a normal life. Cassie, however, is restless, seeking bigger responsibilities after her heroics in Quantumania. The scientific discovery. Hope and Hank unveil a new project at PIM Labs, a device that can stabilize quantum anomalies appearing across the multiverse. Strange energy readings from the quantum realm begin bleeding into Earth, hinting at a larger threat. Cassie's curiosity. Cassie secretly investigates the anomalies with her suit, eager to prove herself as a full-fledged Avenger. She stumbles upon a strange rift in the quantum realm that nearly pulls her in, barely escaping with Scott's help. Arrival of the new villain. A mysterious figure named Elias Starr Jr., Egghead, son of Hank's old rival, appears. A genius inventor, he manipulates quantum technology to harness the anomalies for his own ambition, wanting to reshape reality in his image. Strange disappearances. Reports surface of people, buildings, and even entire city blocks momentarily phasing in and out of existence. Scott and Hope realize the anomalies are destabilizing Earth's molecular structure. Recruiting allies. Scott calls on friends like Luis, Comic Relief, and even considers reaching out to the Avengers, but the anomalies are too localized and confusing for outside intervention. Hank warns that if left unchecked, this could create another Kong-level disaster. Cassie versus Scott conflict. Cassie argues with Scott about taking risks. She believes she should lead this mission, while Scott insists on protecting her. Their father-daughter tension becomes the emotional heart of the film. Quantum infiltration. The team suits up and enters the quantum realm again, following the anomalies. They discover new bizarre regions unlike what they've seen before. Realms where time loops, environments invert, and physics collapse. Encounter with quantum beings. The heroes meet strange, intelligent life forms who warn them about the convergence, a catastrophic event caused by Egghead's experiments, which will merge dimensions and destroy reality itself. Egghead's plan revealed. Egghead, using stolen Stark and PIM tech, build a machine that can fracture dimensions. He wants to erase Hank's legacy and rebuild the world where his family name rules science. His machine begins pulling power from the anomalies. First major battle. The Ant family confronts Egghead in the quantum realm. Egghead unleashes weaponized drones powered by unstable quantum energy. Cassie disobeys Scott's orders, nearly causing a disaster, but saves Hope in the process. Collapse into chaos. Egghead activates his dimensional destabilizer. Portions of San Francisco start warping into other dimensions. Streets floating upside down, oceans spilling into the sky, and citizens flickering between existences. The family splits. Scott is trapped in a collapsed quantum pocket, separated from Hope and Cassie. While trying to escape, he has an introspective moment about being a father first, hero second. Hank and Janet's wisdom. Hank and Janet use their knowledge to guide Cassie and Hope, teaching them that science and heart together can outsmart Egghead. Cassie finally realizes her role is not to prove herself, but to trust her team. Rescue mission. Cassie leads the charge to save Scott from the collapsing quantum pocket, using her size manipulation powers in creative ways. She proves her maturity and earns Scott's trust. The final showdown. The family reunites and battles Egghead inside his dimensional reactor. The fight shifts between Earth, quantum landscapes, and alternate dimensions, visually echoing Doctor Strange, but with Ant-Man's comedic edge. Cassie's heroic moment. Cassie sacrifices her chance to take Egghead down directly, instead stabilizing the anomaly machine. This allows Scott and Hope to stop Egghead. She shows true leadership by putting people first. Egghead's defeat. Scott and Hope shrink Egghead's machine into oblivion, but Egghead himself gets trapped between dimensions, teased as a possible return villain. The anomalies finally stabilize. Resolution. The family reunites. Scott finally accepts Cassie as a hero in her own right, calling her his partner. Hope and Scott reflect on balancing heroism and family. Post-credit scenes. Mid-credit. Egghead drifts into a broken dimension, encountering remnants of Kong variants, hinting at connections to Avengers, Secret Wars. Final post-credit. Louise tells another hilarious, overly complicated recap of the entire movie to some new heroes, possibly young Avengers cameo.